Hi everyone, I'm going to do a quick video on how to play Ruins, which is a mini game inside of the Game of Sultans that comes up every couple of weeks on the rotation. Okay, so the first thing to do is go in and check out the map. So I'm going to press Explore. The Ruins just opened this morning. Press Explore. Let's check out a couple of things. This is what the full map looks like. Because it's early in the morning, this map is really big. Over the course of the day, the map collapses and gets smaller and smaller, which means that everybody is on fewer and fewer tiles, and there's more and more fighting. So, the point of the Ruins is that you go onto these tiles and run around and open up chests. So, where you go to pick up those chests sort of depends on what you're going for. All these tiles have different colors. You can see here the yellow tile. There's 3 of them. There's this one that's visible. There's one where my dead vizier is that's glowing red, and then there's this other yellow tile right here. It starts out as 3. After the next collapse, there will be 2. And then the collapse after that, there will be 1. The yellow tile is the most valuable tile. That's where the best chests are. That's also where the most competition is. So you might get killed a lot more often, run into more people. And if that's too much, if the fighting is too intense in the yellow tiles, then you might want to check out the blue tiles, which also have valuable have valuable chests, just not quite as valuable as yellow. And then green, and then white. So the order goes yellow, blue, green, and white as far as the value of the chests that can be found there. So depending on how old your server is, the chests might clear out really fast. So here you can see I have chests refreshed 10 minutes ago. Up here at the top it says chests refresh after 3 hours and 50 minutes. It's really important that you come into the Ruins right when those chests refresh, so that you can get all of the valuable chests before they get snapped up by other players. So this server that I'm demonstrating on is a fairly new server, so even though 10 minutes have passed, I think there might still be some chests on the valuable tiles. So I'm going to click on this yellow one and go in and show you what's going on. So the thing that you want to do, the thing you have to do to enter a tile is to pick which vizier you want to send out, because it's early in the day. Excuse me. I'm going to pick one of my less valuable viziers. Let's go with Fazil. So we come in, and you can see there's 115 chests left in here, which is a lot. So I still have plenty of chests to search for. And then there are 0 other people on this tile with me, which means that I have things all to myself. Excuse me. And those numbers are down there at the bottom left. You can see 0 with the number of people and 115 number of chests. Now, this guy that's on my screen, the Guardian of the Ruins, this is the NPC that comes up if there's nobody to fight. So he's really easy to fight. He's also not very valuable to kill. So you just kill him like that, and then you move forward. And you press the compass in the middle to move forward like that. And now here's a chest. This is one of the more valuable chests. So I open it, and you get some prizes. So that's the main point of the Ruins, is to open these chests and get all of these prizes. And then once you run out of food, so I already did most of my chest searching already, so I don't have much food left. But I do have this one backpack left, a supply bag. So I'm going to use that so that we can do a couple of more things. Oh, and if you see here in the bottom left, there's now a 1 next to the number of people on the tile, so someone's joined me on the tile. So let's hope that somebody comes up so you can see what it looks like. So this gold chest that I just opened, this is the most valuable one, so you can see the prizes are better than anything else. And There we go. So this is what it looks like when you have an enemy player that's showing up on your tile. So you can kill them if you want to, or you can skip them. I'm going to attack them and probably die against them just so I can show you what it looks like. So a challenge. I would suggest not clicking this don't see this anymore because it's sometimes not worth it to fight people. And that's how the fight goes. I was defeated, and so all of my gems are taken. So now I'm just going to really quick put out one more guy. I'm going to skip this challenge and see if I can pick up one more chest. Okay, so now that that's all done, let me talk to you about these about the gems. So these are the little green gems that you can see down at the bottom of the screen. On the left, I have about 250k, and then on the right, I have 60. So the one on the left, those are the locked gems. Those are the ones that I keep, and the ones on the right, 60, those are the unlocked gems that people can take from me as I'm searching. Now, the important thing, I think a lot of new players, when you first start playing Ruins, what people want to do, or they get really attached to those unlocked gems on the right, and they try to hold on to them. And the big thing to know with Ruins is that you will not keep those unlocked gems. By the end of the day, all of the gems will have been gathered by one person into a gem hoard, and then what everybody does is they run around the map and try to kill each other and take that hoard from each other. So unless you are chasing after that hoard at the end of the day, and that happens in the last like 30 seconds of the game, you won't keep your unlocked gems. It doesn't matter. Don't look at them. You aren't going to keep them. Someone will eventually kill you and take them from you. It's not a big deal. Just like, don't worry about it. Okay. So we come back out and let's see if there's anything else to keep in mind. So the first thing here is you can see these like sort of flaming red tiles that are switching around where they are. Those red tiles mean that there are a lot of people there, or that there are a lot of gems there and a lot of fighting. So depending on whether you want to find people and fight people, you want to either avoid or chase after those red flaming tiles. Another thing that will come up here, and then I'll just say right here, this little flag that has a 1, that means that I have a union member who's hanging out in that tile. Okay, and then these guys in the center, this like kind of like intimidating looking dude in the middle with this glowing bar that's going around him, those are the lords. That's the Lords of the Ruin marker. So when that like glowing, those two glowing points on either side of that circle meet at the top, they slowly grow over the course of the day. When they meet at the top, a whole bunch of valuable NPCs come up, or non-player characters come up with prizes. And they'll have banners, much like this union banner that I have, they'll just be scattered throughout the map. And you can, if those show up, they have decent rewards. They're worth chasing after if there aren't any chests left. If there are chests left, go after the chests. If there aren't any chests left, then it's worth chasing after the Lord of the Ruins. They aren't particularly interesting, but if you happen to catch them, it's a way to get some good prizes. Other things to keep in mind. So here you can see Zaganos is dead, so he's just showing up as a gray marker there. If you're dead, you can move tiles for free, and if you're not dead, it costs. So here I just tapped on another tile. So here I can just like deploy another vizier for free into the tile. But if Zaganos was still alive and I wanted to move to a different tile, it would cost me 5 energy points, which is like a lot actually. So so you really don't want to move around through tiles unless you can die when you do it. So usually I'll stick in one tile until I die, and then sometimes I'll move if I want to move, but I wait until I die to do so. What other things? The ranking is determined by these gems. It's a combination of the locked and unlocked gems that you have. But again, you won't hold on to your unlocked gems unless you're really lucky. So assume that you're just going to get that locked gems rank of currently for me of 81. Okay. Anything else? If you come down here at the bottom right, you can see this closed eye. If I tap on it, then tile numbers will come up. That's not a big thing, but it can be used to communicate with your union members if you're trying to coordinate. And then there's nothing interesting there. And then I just want to point out one thing here in the achievements. So you can choose whether or not you want to be really aggressive and kill other players that you meet in the ruins. If you do, you'll get more clothes. So if you can see here down here, it says defeat 10 viziers, and then I get some earrings and then a set of new vizier clothes. And so with every vizier that you kill, you get clothes, and clothes, as you probably know or starting to suspect right by now, are really valuable and you really want them. So sometimes people will just come into the ruins and just like smash everybody that they see, and that's because they're going for clothes. But it can be really frustrating. So if you do that to people and you kill the wrong person, they might get mad and chase you around and kill you a lot. So it's sort of your call as to how aggressive you want to be. There might also be rules for your server, so it's something that's worth checking in to your union leader to see how aggressive you want to be in killing other people. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but these are all the things that I can think of off the top of my head. And I think that that'll at least get you started. So again, just as a quick recap, the important things that you want to know for ruins is that ruins chests refresh 3 times a day, right? So it's 10 o'clock server time, 2 o'clock server time, and 6 o'clock server time. At each one of those, so in the morning, the chests are more spread out, and then by the end, they're all concentrated into fewer number of tiles because the map will collapse over the course of the day. It's really important that you show up and you do all of your tile searching right when those chests refresh, or you'll miss all of the chests. You will, the main point of ruins is to pick up those chests, but you can also fight other people in the ruins, though it's your call how aggressive you want to be with that. And then your ranking is determined by the gems, and the only gems that are worth paying attention to are those locked gems. The unlocked gems you won't keep. The one other thing that I just remembered, that I can't show you, but I want to mention, is that there's special fancy ruins chests that that you run into about every 10 tiles that you need to have a key to open. So most of the time you won't be able to open those because those keys cost money, like actual real money. But those chests also have a lot of locked gems, so if you're going for a win, those keys will be really important. And so we'll show these prizes really quick. If you win, you get Beryl, the special vizier, and if you get second, you get you get 100 legend shards, which is the equivalent of half of one of these fancy viziers, and then it kind of goes down from there. So if you can check out, if you look at these shards numbers, basically you need to get first, second, or third to really get like a reasonable number of those shards. And I think that that is everything that you need to know about ruins. Hopefully it was helpful, and I will sign off and talk to you all soon. Bye.